please explain something.
Okay.
We all get it that you hate Trump. He's Satan, he's the Antichrist, he's a pedo, etc., etc., yeah, whatever. Don't just say he's a pedo, he's the Antichrist, yeah, whatever. You should care about the fact that he has been convicted of rape in a court of law, and that there is a lot of evidence that suggests pretty heavily that he is a serial child rapist. That should matter to you. But please, someone, tell me what you are for. I'm for serial child rapists not being allowed to be the president of the United States, for starters. What are you fighting for other than to get rid of Trump? What comes after you have no dead horse to beat? I personally could never vote for something I'm only against. Please explain this. Okay, I'm going to explain it, but you're definitely not going to listen or absorb any of it. Please explain. Well, first off, I get what you're trying to say here, that people should be voting with a goal of achieving certain ends and not just voting against something or someone that they dislike. But I will say that knowing someone is a convicted rapist should be enough of a reason for you to not vote for them. Explain, please. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to explain to you why raping children is bad, or raping anyone for that matter. You should just understand that. And the fact that you don't is one of the many, many reasons why I'm just kind of a better person than you, fundamentally. Can you name one thing that Dems stand for that benefits the majority of citizens? I can't. Okay, so first of all, I don't believe that you can't name a single policy progressive voter support that would be beneficial for most people. I believe it's much more likely our beliefs and policies have been explained to you many, many times, and you just simply won't acknowledge them. You willfully pretend not to hear them, not to understand them, because for some reason you prefer to be this embarrassingly ignorant, brainwashed, useless glob that's more of an approximation of something vaguely resembling an independently thinking organism than an actual human being. Liberals, tolerant of everything until it's something they dislike, disagree with, or can't comprehend. Okay, so now we're talking about the tolerance paradox. What we claim is tolerance, acceptance, and love for everyone, with the clear exception of intolerant bigots. The only people we don't like are bigots. That's the tolerance paradox. Being a tolerant and kind person means you have to categorically rebuke hate, bigotry, and cruelty in all forms, which is why we don't like you or any of your positions. Are you gonna tell me what you're for at any point, or is it just gonna be more bashing on me for my opinions? Okay, yeah, simple. We are for universal health care, taxes that are actually used to help people instead of just being used to fund wars, hyper-militarized police states, and the enrichment of billionaire oligarchs. We are for legislation that seeks to dismantle the systems of oppression that have acted on marginalized communities for the entirety of our country's existence, and that is because we want systems and institutions that honor and respect the dignity and humanity of historically marginalized communities so that we can slowly atone for the harm we have done to them for far too long. And I can see that you're visibly checked out right now, and that's obviously incredibly frustrating, but I'm just gonna push forward, whatever. We also want livable wages and affordable necessities like housing, food, and education. We want common sense gun safety legislation, increased funding for mental health advocacy, good reliable science, and a healthy, habitable planet where humans find a way to sustainably use resources in a way that doesn't lead to societal collapse and or the eradication of the species. I genuinely don't know in what fuck-ass clown world you could possibly look at any one of those positions and claim that they wouldn't benefit the majority of the people. But there you go. That's what we're for in a nutshell. Trump could cure death, and some of you would still hate him. Well, since curing death is an impossible hypothetical, I guess we'll never know what would actually need to happen for me to stop hating him. But what we do know is that he's a convicted rapist and a serial pedophile, and you're still dangerously, embarrassingly obsessed with him. So we know there's pretty much nothing he could ever do that would make you stop humiliating yourself by being such a deranged and devoted member of his moron cult. Why would Kamala have been better? Give me pro-Kamala answers, not anti-Trump answers. Okay, we're done here. See, you can't do it. Well, I don't think she would have turned the American military on American citizens in her first 6 months in office. I don't think she would have built concentration camps and then sold merchandise for those concentration camps. I don't think she would have passed a bill taking healthcare away from millions to pay for billionaire tax breaks and a new White House ballroom. I don't think she would have introduced tariffs that would increase the price of all imported goods for American consumers, therefore making all of our financial burden significantly worse. And she's not a fucking pedophile, just to name a few obvious things off the top of my head. Those are anti-Trump answers. So you agree that Trump's a pedophile?
Idiotic nonsense, spewing like a fountain overflowing with no one knowing the difference between wrong and right. All day and all damn night, I got morons on my left and more on my right. An overwhelming indicator, mind-numbing tautologies invented by the church of bigotry and insecurities. And every proud boy nationalist wannabe that he can be a hero with a big enough gun. Someone tell old Walmart Rambo he's not special just because he was born in a specific geographical area instead of some other geographical area. America sucks.